Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I'm sure most of you will be new because I doubt any of my old subscribers show up anymore, because I think if they did, they would unsubscribe. um, this channel used to be a lot different, but I will say one thing. There's been a lot going on, and eventually I'd like to share some of it with you guys. So right now, the only thing I can say is me and my ex-husband are still kind of together, but I wanted a place of my own, basically. So I did finally get my trailer, but he's buying it. And so eventually I'll be buying it from him. So, but anyways, I am trying to figure out how I can live in it full time. Which means, guess what? I gotta downsize a lot, because for most of my life I lived by myself until me and him got together, and then me and him has now lived together for like 11 years. But so you accumulate a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? So I have to get rid of a lot of stuff now and figure out what is the most important stuff to me. Not only that, but electricity for it is going to be limited. I only have a trickle charger um solar panel because it was the cheapest one I could find. That was the brand that they work with, and I just wanted to make sure it was going to work. And with this particular one, it literally shuts itself off if the battery is full. So you don't have to have all the extra bells and whistles with it. But it's so flimsy with the cord and everything that I can't leave it outside if it's going to rain or something like that. I don't feel comfortable. I mean, you might be able to. I don't feel comfortable doing that, and I kind of see it as pointless anyways. So because I can't really set it up anywhere like permanently. I can't do any of that stuff. So I might as well just unplug it and throw it inside for when it's gonna rain, which sucks because it says it's gonna rain for like a week now. um and my battery's almost dead, and I can't let that happen, because if it is not the lithium battery and it's the other battery, the acid battery, then I might have to get a new battery if it goes dead. So yeah, let's just really hope that doesn't happen. I did get a little bit of charge on it yesterday, so I'm really hoping it keeps just enough charge for me to be able to do that. I am going to go out there as soon as the sun comes up to see if I can get a little bit before it decides to rain, or if the rain today maybe goes away. Sometimes they'll tell me it's going to, and then my area doesn't get the rain, and so we'll see. Because originally it said 9 o'clock, now it says 11, so who knows, right? Well, sorry, my air conditioner just kicked on. Keep saying my. Anyways, yeah, so eventually I'll be trying to live in it full time. Like I said, electricity is going to be the only problem with the trickle charger, so I have to figure out a way to keep it cool in the heat and warm in the cold without using the air conditioner that's in there and the heater. Um, so I have been trying to look into battery powered heaters, which I did find one, and rechargeable like air conditioners, which I did find one of those too. So if I get those things, I will share them with you guys. Eventually I'll be sharing a lot more about everything, but for now, um for now it's just about the RV And yeah. I just got my hoses the other day, so that's kind of cool. I did get a drinking water hose. It's a white hose. Um, and then I got the sewer hose. So I got that taken care of so I can maintain the water at least. Um, now, I don't have to go and live in it full time. He's not told me I had to do that. I want to because it's gonna eventually it's gonna be my home, you know, as soon as I'm able to own it, as soon as I can afford to pay him for it and everything like that, then it will be my house. It'll be my home. So it you know, so I really need to get it in order. The best part about not having to live in it is that I can actually take my time to do it. Sometimes we do get into fights though, and he wants me out like right away. And like he has already once tried to take the trailer back from me, but anyways, so as soon as I can eventually find a way to make some money or get money or whatever the fuck, then you know, and then once it's paid off, of course, once I pay him, I mean, then it'll go in my name and everything like that, and I ain't gonna worry about it anymore. But it is almost $15,000 plus. There's a car screeching. Plus, whatever he pays monthly in insurance while it's being financed. Because right now, you know, that's why it's so much, because it's a $10,000 trailer. But when you finance it, apparently, you know, they're going to charge you more. So, of course, APR and all that, right? So there's that. But I cut my finger really bad. I had to get 5 stitches. But yeah, so that that is a thing. But if you are plugged in to, like, say if I was at somewhere or whatever, I could plug it in, then I could use the heater and the AC, no problem. But because I am not plugged in and I am using a trickle charger, I'm trying to use as little electricity as possible. Again, right now I can't even turn on a light, but I know there's charge because there's a little red light where it says for my water tank or whatever. And then if you hit the button, it'll light up for a split second. So on the panel, I mean, when you're checking the levels. So I know that it did get something because it wasn't doing that yesterday. But yesterday ended up being a cloudy day, and so I didn't get very much of anything. And I was really hoping I'd get something today, but it's looking like I'm probably not going to. And so, yeah, we'll see. We'll have to see how this goes. Um, Eventually, I will be showing you the inside of it, more than likely before I really take anything in there, because that it's like, you know, then you're gonna see everything. But it does have bunk beds, so I will be using those as shelves, I guess. So there'll be like that whole area I can use for whatever I need to put stuff over there, stuff like that. Because honestly, I don't see how anybody would be able to get into those bunk beds. Like maybe a small child, but like, yes, an adult can fit in there, but how easy is it to get? What was that? How easy is it to get in and out? I don't know. So, yeah. Now, with it being so small, I'm not really gonna be able to fit a TV in there or anything, but I do have a computer monitor somewhere that was I don't know, because I know I told my sister that she could have the computer, so obviously, well, I said the computer tower because I was planning on keeping the monitor so that I could use it kind of like a TV in a way. But we'll see what happens. Anyways, that's a whole nother story. So yeah, but when it comes to AC and heat and stuff like that, I was looking into getting a portable one that I could come inside the house, charge it, and then use it out there if I need to, or go in the garage and charge it if I need to, or whatever. Which, like I said, I don't have to move out into the trailer, but it's like, it's something I want to do because I want my space. Um, and yeah, I don't know if we'll get along more like that or not, but hopefully. We were married for 11 years, or almost 11 years. So yeah, we got divorced about 4 months or so, 3.5 to 4 months before our 11-year anniversary. Um, but yep. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I eventually I will be showing you the trailer, like I said, and everything like that. It's really cool. I like it. Look at all the gray in my hair. I can't afford any hair dye, so my hair is just gray now. It's just going gray. I can't really afford anything. But like I said, I got the hoses. I'm happy about that. I'm keeping up with everything that is bought for the RV so I can pay that back also. Um yeah. I've been looking for a job, but I don't even have a GED, so a lot of the jobs, no, I'm sorry, not a lot. All of the jobs. And I mean, even janitorial work requires you to have a GED. That's some shit. You can't even clean shit without a fucking GED. Like, it doesn't even make sense, but whatever. They're like, nah, you didn't bother to get an education because school sucks, but, you know, because of that, now you can't work anywhere. Literally fucking anywhere. You can't even flip a damn burger. Like, you can't fucking do anything. It's so stupid. Anyways, hopefully it's not like that where y'all live, but that's what it's like where I live. um, I literally was trying to apply to be a stalker at a grocery store the other day, and it was like, nope, you don't have a GED. It's like, really? You need that to put cans on a fucking shelf? Okay. Anyways, but whatever. That's beside the point. See, the hard problem is I have mental issues. Don't ask me what they are because even the doctors can't seem to fucking figure it out. But I mean, I think I might know, but I'm not really sure. Because I can't see a fucking doctor. So, with that being said, I used to get a check once a month for my mental disabilities. And then whenever I got married, I lost my check. And when I do get a job, it seems to last for like, I think the longest I've really been able to hold a job was like a month. And that was just because the boss wanted to sleep with me. But that's beside the point. Other than that, like fast food, stuff like that, back before it required a GD. Um, the longest I seemed to be able to hold those jobs was anywhere from 1 to 3 weeks. and the 3 weeks was only one time. It's usually about a week. I've tried car washes, it's a week. Everything, always. And half the time, they don't even tell you why they're firing you. They just fire you. And then the other half, it's because I'm not fast enough or because I don't understand quick enough or whatever. And it's like, okay, why can't you just tell me that so I can try to improve these things instead of just firing me? Like, it just makes no sense. Anyway, so yeah, I've had trouble with that. And so that's why I was getting my Social Security. And now I can't even find a job to work. I mean, even just a little bit would be something, because I literally have nothing. I think I've got like $1 in my account, and what are you going to do with that, right? So, yeah, I literally can't even buy anything for myself, and I'm solely reliant on someone else, and I really fucking hate it. Um, we won't get into that. But yeah, so that's another reason, I guess. I really just want my own space and stuff like that. Um, so if that means I got to get rid of all my stuff to be able to live in a tiny little closet with a bathroom and a tiny little kitchen that I can't even utilize. I can utilize the bathroom, I can't utilize the kitchen. But then I guess that's what it takes. You know what I mean? So it's like, even if I got it paid off, I wouldn't even be able to afford to put it on a property right now. Or not property, but on a campground, because I can't afford a monthly payment. And some of these places are about as expensive as what I would about as expensive as a duplex 10 years ago. Um oh no, not even 10 years ago. About 7 years ago, which is roughly anywhere from $800 to $900 a month. Okay? And some of those don't even that's not even counting water hookup and electricity hookup. That's just counting you parking on their property. Like, how fucking stupid. I swear. So, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I'll be sharing some stuff with y'all. Oh my god, I'm so clumsy. I'll be sharing some stuff with y'all as it goes. It really sucks because I have like some furniture and stuff that I've had for a really long time that I didn't really want to get rid of. I didn't want to get rid of any of my stuff, but I feel like I have no choice. With how much me and him argue, I have to do something. I'm not gonna be able to afford to go anywhere for a while, so the only thing I can do is move into an RV. And it is what it is. But I'm pretty sure it'll be freeing to get rid of a lot of stuff anyway. So life is what you make it, and I'm trying to make the best of what I can. So yeah. Anyways, I will say at least he is nice enough to do those things for me. And yeah. So I do have a home that I can call my own, and eventually I will own it. And that is kind of cool. Yeah. So I told him, though, I'm thinking about getting a separate little toilet just for pooping. So I don't have to worry about too many chemicals or anything in my tanks like that, and just pee. Toilet paper goes in the trash or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That to keep the tanks clean. Right now, um yeah, right now I still have to go fill it with water, and I have to flush it out because they put a non-toxic, from what it says anyways. It's supposed to be a non-toxic, oh, I forget what it's called now. Anyways, to make sure that nothing freezes in there. And then you're supposed to, I guess, fill it up and flush that out. And I flushed all the water out. Well, I let the water out, but my dumbass didn't refill it or fill it up and then do it. Like, anyway, so yeah, I'm just hoping that I didn't mess anything up. I don't think I did, but anyway, so I got to do that. I gotta go and fill it up with water, and then just the freshwater tank though. Fill up the freshwater tank and then release the water out of there. Like I said, luckily I got the hoses to do that with, so that's gonna be kind of cool. But yeah, so stay tuned, I guess, and then the next video, hopefully the next video, I will be showing you a little bit of the inside. I'm probably not gonna really show y'all much of the outside of the RV. You can look it up. It is a Keystone Coleman 13B. If you want to look that up for yourself, you can see what it looks like on the inside and on the outside. But I will show you the inside of it eventually. The reason I don't want to show the outside is because of how close it is to other people's stuff. And I don't want to show off their house. Like, I don't want to show other people's houses. There's businesses around. I don't need to show those. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to show other people's business. So I won't be doing that. But, if I have the solar panel inside, or, you know, if I've got it set up or something, I might be able to show you that. But again, you know, it's gonna be like raining for like a week, it says, so that won't be it for a minute. Anyway, sorry about the lighting in here. Hopefully I can at least do something about that. If I could ever get my battery charged out there, then I do have a light that I can actually set up and plug into the wall out there, because in the wall they do have a USB charger. So I can actually set up my O-ring light out there. So when I'm talking, I can use that, and I don't think it drains very much battery. And if it does become a problem, I can actually just plug it into this thing and use it that way. I guess I could have just done that now, but I didn't. Oh my God, I just thought about it. So why have I not done that? You know how many times I've thought about using my O-ring light but didn't use it because I was like, I have nowhere to plug it in at. Anyways, I've had both of those for a couple years. Could have used them. Silly me. Anyway, so yeah, if you have seen some of the videos that I have put out and then privated, then you kind of know what's going on. And if not, well, I'm sure there'll be one eventually. No, just kidding. Sometimes I just post the videos to my channel and never release them because I do feel bad. It's like, I know I do that, but then I'll feel bad because it's like he did help me with this, or he did do that for me, or whatever. And so it's like, yeah, okay. I don't know. It's just exhausting. But at least now I do have a place I can go. I can call my own. I can go in there and I can just be free if I need to. And I did download my games on my laptop, so I will be able to play some games that I don't need internet for. But I was also looking into internet options and stuff like that. Obviously not now. I'm too broke for anything. But eventually, if I can ever find a way to make money, then yes, I have internet options and everything like that. So what I eventually would like to be able to afford to do, which probably never will happen, but I don't know, you manifest something maybe. I didn't think I'd ever actually be able to get my trailer either. Um, but here we are. So, anyways, is find a cheap piece of land and live off of the land in my RV. If you live close enough to, like, if your land is close enough to electricity power, like the power, whatever the fuck lines, and sewer lines, then you can actually get the stuff on your land to hook up your own RV. So I could actually get a RV power box hooked up on my own land if I wanted to. And obviously you're gonna need the septic hookup either way. So I could actually do that if I got a cheap piece of land somewhere. It would be kind of cool. And then maybe eventually even upgrade to a bigger RV. Um, but I don't really ever see me living in like a conventional home unless maybe one day, by the grace of God, I could afford like a tiny home or something like that. I don't want anything big no matter what. I just want to keep it kind of small. I don't want nothing big. I don't want to have to take care of some big ass place. Even if it's an apartment, whatever. I just want to keep it small. It's easier that way. Um, and I'm hoping I can learn a lot by downsizing. That way, whenever I am able to upsize again, I'll have a lot of room and not a lot of clutter because I had to get rid of all that clutter when I had to downsize, you know? And so I think maybe that'll all work out eventually one day. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But that is my plan for now. Um, yeah. So it's so weird seeing so many gray hairs. When me and him got together, I had one reoccurring gray hair that would pop up every so often. And then I'd pull it out and it just didn't come back. Like it started when I was 15. And then yeah, now yeah. Well, I am 40 now, so kind of makes sense. But yeah, so that's what's going on with me. Just a quick little update again. Sorry about the lighting. I know my lighting always sucks, but I don't know. All right. Well, in the next one, hopefully I'll be showing you guys some stuff and everything like that. So, all right, I love you guys. Mwah.